So I thought I'd have a go at building a startup, indie hacking SaaS, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just going to jump straight into the idea behind it. Primarily, the idea behind it is building something based on what I've learned from building a tech community on the internet. As some of you know, I've got about 17,000 followers on TikTok, 4,000 on YouTube now, and various other platforms. And primarily what I do is teach people cloud, DevOps, platform engineering, and helping people get into technology or even just earning more money. And this isn't people without experience, this is people actually in the industry as well. So there's me with TechToby. And we have a bunch of different followers that we've built up over the years. Now, the problem with these people that follow me is they don't understand, one, how to get into tech, how to change from a different engineering role to another role, and many other different things like that. So I guess my thought process was, why don't I build a platform to enable people to understand how to do that, give them all the information they need. And one thing we need to consider is there are things like boot camps. There's also university. But the problem with boot camps and the problem with university is they cost money. Now, not every one of my followers is going to have access to this on like a large scale. If you think about it, not everybody wants to go into debt at university or college in America, and not everyone has 4, 5, 6 grand at their disposal to go through a boot camp. And the other thing, right, people just don't really know what role suits them the best. There's not really any excuse to not be learning something with AI. The amount of tools that are available to just learn, and like for free as well, like GitHub Copilot, Cursor, other things like AWS, Azure, Google, they provide an exponential amount of free learning. You have YouTube as well, where you can learn things for free forever. And that's always been something that I have championed, is you can learn for free. And it doesn't have to be just for free, you know, you can do it at a very low cost. Like I've bought certain things in the past, like practice exams, for example, if I'm doing a certification. So I thought, if I build a platform, I can have maybe like 1 or 2 products on there, which I have done. I've created 2 products, and they're powered by AI. And the first one I want to address is the role, so people can understand how they can figure out what jobs best suit for them. And then the other element is going to be the roadmap. Now, when you want a bootcamp, you usually go for a roadmap. So for example, let's say DevOps, they're probably going to teach you stuff like, you know, the whole sort of solutions architect of AWS, IAM, compute, storage, virtualization, all those different things. They're probably going to teach you Terraform, how to create GitHub Actions pipelines, set up Ansible, maybe using Python, a bit of Bash. But there really is no reason why you can't do that yourselves at home. But the area that people really struggle with this roadmap over here is they don't know what roadmap to go on. Now, what I've done is I've put a bunch of data together that I've accumulated over the years of making content, pulled data from online from all the different types of jobs, tech stacks, and then incorporated some AI that will build you a roadmap. And that roadmap that I'm building is recommending books, it recommends free courses, it recommends paid for courses for people that want to spend money. You'll get a project for each one of those phases along your roadmap. And the best thing is it's completely tailored towards you. The way I've built it is you have a huge list of questions you have to go through. And these are questions I've thought of that are the best way to get the information out of the user to make the AI give us the best answer possible. So let's say you want to achieve your goal of landing a junior position within 12 months. You will get a roadmap built towards your pace for 12 months with a project for each phase that you can build, you can document, taught how to create your own GitHub repository, and you can have checkpoints along the way to help you get there. Now, everything I've just spoke about there, so that's my minimum viable product, and there's a couple other things that I think I could add into this that's going to benefit people. The first one is going to be a resume builder. Not everyone knows how to create a good resume, and a lot of resumes have a lot of fluff. So again, I could incorporate AI into that, or I could just put a template up that people could download for free. And as you go along and you're building your roadmap, you gradually add things to that resume. And I think eventually in the later stages, this product could lean into, if it was successful, is partnership. And if I was able to eventually create successful partnerships by building a product like this, that could help pay to how this, and if I were able to get successful partnerships, that could help fund how I'm hosting the application. Because these things do cost money, so I have to make money somehow. by selling those 2 minimum viable products or bringing in partnerships. And that could be things like, I don't know, let's say Udemy or WizLabs, or if there's any companies out there that are selling their software products and they want people to test them, they could put them into the roadmaps. So brands pick up more awareness of their products from users coming to my page. Now, in my day job, you guys know I'm not a software engineer, I'm not a web developer, right? The bulk of my work at the moment is DevOps, cloud engineering. So why am I doing this? Well, I'm 28 now, approaching 30, and I'm watching a lot of people like WebDev Cody, Theo T3, people like Nizzy ABI, who are all web developers, and they're building startups, they're building their own SaaS, like doing indie hacking. And it's really cool to watch people show how passionate they are about building things. And I haven't done web development in like 8 to 10 years. So getting back into this and having something to do for like an extra hour a day, that's all I'm doing. I've been building since November. I took a break in December for the holidays and got back at it in January. And it's just been fun, really, building something. And even if it doesn't launch, I can still say, I put time into something, I built something, and it could be on to the next one. Now, because I'm not actually a web developer in my day job, the stack I'm using is, people will probably laugh at it for people who actually do it full time. So maybe I'll do another video on what my stack actually is, but yeah, it's not Next.js, it's not all of that stuff. It's stuff that I'm comfortable with and stuff that I know how to use. Just as a spoiler, obviously in the day job, most of the coding I'm doing is automation. So as you can imagine, there is Python in there. I'm not going to give it away what I'm actually using in the framework though. So of course, if you're obviously interested in following along the journey, then of course drop a like, subscribe, because we're going to be building this out. I mean, at the moment, the point that I'm at, the products are built, the AI is working, I've got the front ends working. I recently set up Google Authentication like last week. At the moment, what I need to do is just set up a payment processor, which is going to be Stripe. I did look at Lemon Squeezy, but the percentage markup is quite high. I don't know if it's actually lower than Stripe. I need to look into that a bit more. But as always, thank you very much.